Hi there, guys. It's another vlog, and I'm joined by another vlogger here.
Mainly plays.
And so today, even though I'm still really, really sad and bummed out about Kanye West canceling his tour. Excuse me. All right, so I'm back. Today's vlog is about my top 10 pet peeves, or excuse me, top 5 pet peeves. I don't want to waste your time with 10 because really a lot of these are related. And so my fellow vlogger here agrees with me on several of these, or not all of these.
Yes, pretty much all.
All right, so number 5, people who are loud. Now, this can be either loud talkers, people who don't have an inside voice,
or people in their cars who blare out, who turn the music all the way up and either roll down their windows or pull up next to you.
Yeah, you can't even hear the music in your own car with your windows rolled up because the person next to you doesn't care that you may want to listen to something else. He's just going to force his music on you. And those people are just really rude. But loud talkers, people who are talking, from here to here, and they're like talking to you like you're across the room. Now, there's a place to be loud: concerts, football games, playgrounds, things like that. But when you're indoors, use an inside voice. And if you're playing your music in your car or in your yard or whatnot, play it just loud enough where you can hear it and not anybody else hear it, because they may not want to listen to your music.
Just turn it up. You can turn it up loud as long as the other people can't hear it.
Yeah. And if you're out in the middle of nowhere, for example, you can do that.
Yeah.
All right, number 4, another one we totally agree on: people who litter. We can't stand people litter. They're barnacle heads, as SpongeBob would say. I always call people litter barnacle heads. And,
and I always tell you to stop.
We go to a park near our house called the Duck Pond, and they have ducks and geese and squirrels and even a nutria rat in the water there. And people are always, there's cigarette butts, especially smokers are the worst when it comes to litter. Cigarette butts everywhere.
Even if you do smoke, just don't throw your cigarette butts on the ground. Just put them in a trash can, because that's what trash cans were invented.
Make sure they're put out. And then we find bottle caps and those little plastic sleeves that straws come in for box drinks, and those little bags of Capri Sun drinks. And we try to pick up some of the trash, especially little pieces of plastic, so the ducks and the wildlife don't eat them. But sometimes you see trash cans with trash all around the trash cans, and
sometimes you just wonder, do they not care? Do they just shoot it like a basketball and miss and not care?
Yeah,
you can not care about it in so many ways, actually.
Obviously, they're no Dak Prescott. So, people who litter are they're rude, they're selfish, they're inconsiderate, they're not civilized people.
Little side note: Dak Prescott is on the Cowboys, right?
Yeah, and he picks up after himself, even though he's a star football player.
Even though he's a good guy. Boo, Cowboys!
All right, number 3, people who make pet peeve lists. All right, number 2, and this kind of goes along with number 4 and number 5, people who are rude. People who cut you off, people who interrupt you.
Like this.
And I've kind of done that before. I have something to say and I walk up to people in a conversation. I try to wait for a lull in the conversation, then recognize me.
That always happens to me when you interrupt me, because when we travel in the car, I'm always starting a conversation with my mom or my sister, but he always has to talk not against me, but with me. Then it cuts my conversation off, and then everybody starts listening to you.
And I apologize, because sometimes when I'm driving, I'm not paying attention to what else is going on in the car. I'm paying attention to what's going on to the road. More things that are rude: people who leave their shopping carts in the middle of the parking lot. I'm looking at you, Walmart shoppers.
I was just about to say that.
People who don't thank you when you hold the door open for them, or you let them in traffic, or people who don't hold the door open for you or won't let you into traffic.
And we experience the traffic situation a lot.
Or if you're in line at the grocery store and there's someone in front of you at the register, and then you, and there's someone behind you, and they open the register next to you, you should say, first of all, the person at the register should say, "Next in line, please." But sometimes they just say, "Register 7 is open," and the person behind you instead of even offering you, well, you're in front of me, so why don't you go there? They just zip over there. I've seen people do this, and like 8 people deep, they open the register, and the person in the very last line, I mean, literally, you can see them rush so they can be the first over there. You know, not to mention the fact there were 7 people in front of that person.
Yeah, and if you just happen to be a kid watching this in school, you know, they cut in line.
Or speaking of school, if you know the teacher's saying something or there's something important going on, and you're going to sit there and talk to the person next to you while everybody around you can hear you, and they're trying to focus on the lesson, and they're trying to learn something, and they're trying to make good grades, and you're going to be rude and selfish and try to distract the whole class by talking to the person next to you or doing something distracting. That's just rude.
And it would get you in trouble.
And uncivilized. Yeah, but that's, you know, you shouldn't do it because you shouldn't be polite because you won't get in trouble. You should be polite because you're just a polite person.
You know? I know, but
rude and selfish people are not civilized.
This is a quick explanation of it. Well, not even explanation.
So if you're in class and the teacher is talking or the professor is talking or they're showing a video or something, if you have something to say to the person next to you, wait till class is over. Don't interrupt the class. Don't disturb the people around you. Because usually if you're talking to the person next to you, everybody else around you can hear you and you're distracting them, and it's just rude and selfish. And number 1 of our 5 is people who talk in movie theaters during the movie. That is rude, selfish, and you're wasting other people's money. They spent $10 to listen to the movie. They just paid $10 to listen to you.
Yeah, one time my mom took me to a movie, and there was this one guy who had his friend sitting next to him. He didn't have an inside voice. He wasn't whispering. And sometimes my mom talks to me in a movie, but she whispers so the other people could still hear the movie without hearing us.
Yeah, you're going to see a movie, go to see the movie. And if you're going to talk, don't go to the movie theater. Wait for it to come out on video or streaming video or DVD.
Or if you want to comment about the movie to your friend or something, then just whisper.
No. Don't comment on the movie in the theater. Just watch the movie quietly. Because if you whisper, you know, people can still hear you around you. So just don't talk during the movie. Talk after the movie, talk before the movie. But people did not pay to listen to you talk to your friend or relative. They paid to listen to the movie. And once again, it's rude and selfish to talk in movie theaters during the movie. It's one thing to scream if you're scared or laugh or if it's something funny, but you know, you don't have to talk. So those are our 5 pet peeves, and most of them have to do with people being rude and selfish. We don't like rude and selfish people. We like considerate, civilized people, polite people in polite society, and hopefully our society learns to be more polite and less rude, and I think that would serve everybody. We'd be a much happier society if we were all polite and civilized.
And avoiding the things that we said on this list.
Right.
Trying to avoid all of that.
So just, you know, pretend, you know, how would you like someone treating your property or being nice to you? You know, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So if you want people to be nice to you and be civilized around you, then you pretty much have to be nice and civilized to them too. All right, that's it for today. Hope you have a good civilized day and you don't run into any rude, selfish people. And I'll put a link to his vlog underneath this, so if you want to follow and subscribe to him. So like, subscribe, share, shout out from the rooftops, and until next time, peace.